Good morning everyone. Good morning all the racing lovers, all the racers. We are here in Bikernieki racing track waiting for the first race to start, second round this season. Amazing day ahead of us. Now we will start with ABC and V1600 race, followed by BTC1, BTC2, BTC3 and then GT, amazing cars. Also today we have the record attempt and we all have that live from here. So hi guys, good morning and amazing day ahead of us, for sure.
Thank you, Inga Sponka. My name is Thomas Wabama, and we together will help you to understand today what is going to happen on the Bikernieki track. This is the second round of Baltic Touring Car Championship, or BaTCC, DeWALT Grand Prix. The first round of the championship took place in the beginning of May in Estonia at Porsche at Pärnu. But now the second round here in beautiful Bikernieki. The weather is gorgeous, sun is shining, very few clouds in the sky, temperature not that high, which will be perfect for motor racing, not too hot, not too cold. And probably tires will work in their working window as well. Yesterday we had a lot of rain here, but towards the evening track dried out and qualification sessions in the evening were run on the dry track already. So we will see. Actually, the schedule for the day is quite simple. We will have 5 sprint races first, then lunch break, which we'll use for record attempt for the absolute track record. We will talk about it later, what and how it will happen, and then 5 more sprint races, and then for conclusion of the day, of course, 2-hour non-kang endurance race. So Inga is in our commentator booth as well.
Good morning, Thomas.
So good morning to you as well. We can see, and you can see, of course, we can see almost nothing from our window, despite sitting just literally 2 meters from the track.
Yeah, at least we can see only DeWALT tent on the other side.
And we can see basically the tent where this record and tempting car stands, although we don't see the car. It's
an amazing one.
But here you see the first drivers are on the track. For ABC race and V1600. They are the slowest cars on the track, but I will say that they are one of the most attractive because the cars are very similar.
And the battle is always battle over there. If you want to get drama, you want to find drama, please watch this race because it's the drama race. And
yeah, ABC race is for cars, standard cars basically, with engines up to 1450 cc, and their production engine can have no more than 75 horsepower.
Yeah.
So and there is of course ballast weight to make cars more equal. So they are equal. Also, we have 14 cars entered in this class, and I think 6 of them are Toyota Yaris. So we can call it. Sometimes I've seen in the past as well, we can call it like Yaris Open, but nevertheless.
It's an amazing class for those who want to start racing, you know, and it's a kind of budget class, and I always enjoy seeing them because I can find girls around on the track, so that's nice. That's nice for girls to try. Easy, it means some kind of easy. So I'm always happy to find a woman.
You can imagine that if you have 75 horsepower car, front wheel drive, it's not difficult to drive, but to drive it fast, it's very, very, very difficult. The speed you get is very expensive.
And I mean, you can not concentrate on learning. So that's amazing.
Speed is expensive, not in the sense of money, but in the effort you must make. And once you have got this speed, you must try to maintain it, and that is what makes it difficult. And of course,
it makes it interesting for us.
And you have also competitors out there. And then we have V1600, which is another more or less standard class, as the name suggests. It's 1600 cc engines. There are a little bit more freedom allowed. And number one is, you can see now in this yellow Ford Fiesta, last year champion Raivis Meilands, although he didn't start the season well because of newcomers. And the most impressive newcomer comes from Estonia, number 35, Ragnar Simuland, who should stand on the pole position. He was fastest yesterday in the qualification. That's okay, but in the beginning of May, he did his first circuit race at all at Pärnu.
Okay.
And he won both the races.
Okay.
He won both the races, and we can't tell that it was easy. It was far from easy. He had huge battles with Meilands and with Viesturs Ozols, who should start from P2 today. He was second in qualification, and only less than 4/100th of seconds was the gap between them. And you can see lots of Toyota Yarises, and it's rather confusing because they have all very similar outfits, liveries.
Oh, the tiny one. And this only race you will see the gap on the grid because they're separated by two lines because of the speed differences. So.
Yeah, and of course the classification is also separate. And you see Brazilian flags on the mirrors, and really we have a Brazilian driver on the grid.
Nice.
Yeah. Thiago Carvalho is really from Brazil, but he has lived already some 6 years in Latvia. And when I asked how on earth did he happen to be in Latvia, he showed his finger with a wedding ring.
Okay.
I am married with
the
Latvian girl. So easy like that.
It would be difficult for us to distinguish these guys because they all nice blue. So
yes, very similar liveries. Only mirrors and numbers are the things we can distinguish. So, but we will see, and we will have, of course, overlays on the screen graphics, which will tell you
will help us.
Yeah.
To distinguish these guys.
Otherwise, it will be a big confusion.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good race to open the second round of BaTCC because it's always drama.
But whatever the reason, I can't see the poleman on the track. Ragnar Simuland is missing. For whatever reason.
Maybe he had some issues.
That car was, I think this car was on the track just a few minutes ago during the 2-hour race qualification. We didn't see what happened to it, but it would be
maybe
shame.
Maybe has some technical issues with the car.
Yeah, it looks like that. Shame, of course. And we don't know what the reason is. But yes, Ragnar Simuland was the winner of qualification, 141.042. Viesturs Ozols was just less than 400ths behind, 141.08, and Raivis Meilands in third, almost 1 second, one full. Ragnar Simuland disappearing. So the car was probably under service. It would be a real shame that even when he would have missed this race. But here he comes.
Well, sometimes if you pick to participate in short sprint races and also endurance, you have to make priorities where you want to go.
Yeah, but
what points matters the most then?
Yeah, time-wise, it's tough for drivers and for mechanics as well. So Ragnar is not going to drive the endurance race, so there were other drivers. But here he is, and of course he has lots of experience from go-karting, so he may be a newcomer on the big cars and on big tracks, but it's very experienced and competitive driver, and probably we will see. first round in Pärnu, he had huge battles with Ozols and Meilands, so we hope for the same today. But
well, actually, for those who didn't follow the results from the yesterday, we had kind of hard day yesterday too among all the practices and the qualification, because those guys, ABC and V1600 participants, were among those who didn't have a lot of opportunities to get a good lap time, because crashes, so many,
yeah.
so many happened yesterday, and these guys were among those that to pick up the best time wasn't, a lot of choices and options.
Yeah, it's another challenge. You must go on track and be fast.
And you never know when to go. I mean, if you're going straight from the beginning of the qualifying, you are like going in a crowd, so you cannot get a good lap time. You cannot get a free track, and if you're going late, the qualifying might be cancelled. So
yeah, that's always challenge. So here we go for the warm-up lap for V1600 and ABC cars, and you can see we have how many? We should have 6, but I see only 5 V1600 cars anyway, and after them ABC race cars, and Arturs Danilevskis was the fastest of them yesterday in the qualification, number 84 in that nice Peugeot. Here he comes in front of Viesturs Ozols, Andris Misins, Nauris Agafonovs, Andris and Thiago Carvalho was 6th in ABC race qualification. Thiago Carvalho car number 8, and of course you can, from front at least, you can see those Brazilian flags.
Yeah.
On his mirrors.
Did you ask how long? I mean, how many years already he lives there?
6 years.
6 years. Okay.
But he started.
Newlywed.
Yeah, but the funny thing is that he started. We think about Brazilians that almost everybody is motor racing there. No, Thiago Carvalho started motor racing here in Latvia with rent-a-cars, and then of course he was a quite tall guy. It will be it's.
Well, actually,
it was
when I'm
difficult.
thinking about Brazilians, I'm thinking about football.
Yeah.
Mainly more about football. Then the motor racing in the second position, but it's nice that he started here. So
yeah, so 3 fastest cars of V1600 are in your picture here. Number 37, Viesturs
Ozols, yeah.
And number 1, Raivis Meilands, last year champion. But taking into account the results of round 1, I would say it will be quite tough for him to defend his championship. But anyway, it's just round 2 of 5.
Yeah. Everything about skills comes here, right?
Yeah.
And how homeworks were done.
But of course, having some young guys, young guns in front of you, and Ragnar Simuland, number 35, first time here on this track and on the pole, of course, as you told. The practice, qualification practice, was disrupted yesterday by red flags, but anyway, he was the fastest. So we will see.
That's amazing thing that exactly they didn't have a lot of time to get a good lap time. So the starting grid is quite mixed.
Yeah, but anyway, in V1600, I can surely say that 3 fastest drivers are in 3 first places. So that's how it used to be and how it must be. Anyway, 3 fastest cars are now in their grid boxes already. And everybody else is arriving as well.
5 seconds to start.
No, it's what we see. I think they have something like, they have nothing.
Nothing, they have nothing. They will get the 5-second sign when it is time for them. Well, we will have a mix of start procedures today as well.
And
standing start and their rolling start. So these guys will go with
standing start. It's one of few classes which will have standing start, and 10 laps is the race distance.
BMWs as well will go from standing start. So also amazing race
and the historic single seaters.
Yeah.
So all the bigger classes will have a rolling start. And we will have to wait quite long. So now the grid is formed, and everybody and everything is ready for race 1 of the DeWALT Grand Prix 2024.
And you can see the line. I can feel the adrenaline in this car already.
And the race is on, and Simuland gets very good getaway. Of course, it's quite difficult with those front-wheel drive cars, but he's clearly in front going into turn 1. Also on second and Meilands third, but here are coming these ABC boys. No girls today.
Already in the battle.
Can they go through turn 2, everybody in one piece?
That's the tricky turn, always the tricky one.
I would say that all turns in Bikernieki are tricky.
Oh, yeah.
And there, yeah, already battle is going on for first and second. Simuland in front, and Ozols just a few meters behind him going over the bridge, and Meilands has already problems going out a little bit into the gravel.
Slippery.
But no problems here. And Simuland is already defending into hospital turn. Going too wide, but
Ozols right behind him.
yeah, can't do anything. And Danilevskis is still in front in small class in ABC.
Meilands right behind these guys, even though he slipped out.
Yeah, but Meilands is already dropping away from them. So those young gunners now into museum turn. Very tricky place once again. And yes, you can see those two Toyota Yaritses. Estonian driver Ragnar Simuland is in front, and Viesturs Ozols from Latvia in second. And again, Simuland's line was not
used for getting away. No gap in between them.
Gap is actually one. Okay, between first two there is no
gap.
No gap existing.
Even though seeing the times of the lap time, we can see like 3 parts of the second still like in between these guys. But it's only in the system. When you see these guys in the track, there's no gap.
Yeah, still very close together. And Meilands is not that far behind. It's just 1.5 seconds maybe. But not mixing into this battle. Closing to the hospital turn for the second time. No changes here, and no other cars in the sight.
They are far, far away.
Yeah, they are quite far from first trio. Arvids Rumbens in fourth.
Well, they have battles in between of them.
Yeah, and there are some changes in smaller classes. But still, I think Danilevskis, number 84 in Peugeot, is leading that class in front of Nauris Agafonovs in 1-on-1, 3 abreast into...
Okay.
And Thiago Carvalho on the inside. Is he going to overtake number 17, Andris Misins? Still on the inside.
Oh my goodness. That's the drama we're talking about.
Yeah, and they're side by side still again. Then Carvalho had to give place, but it's not over yet. It's certainly not over yet. He's now on the outside, but for the next turn, he's on the inside.
Lielgal is trying to do everything he can to gain the
Now
position.
takes the ideal racing line back and onto the main straight.
And Lielgal is trying to do it, right?
Yeah, 2 laps are completed. So now Carvalho jumps out of the slipstream for turn 1, but no help from this.
Raivis Meilands is trying to get the time back and compensate for the slipping out. Showed quite a pace.
And Carvalho still all over, and here is for the lead in ABC. Arturs Danilevskis still in front of Nauris Agafonovs. Just 1 or 2 car lengths between them.
Nauris is trying to do everything to just give that position for himself.
And here in the background they are coming to hospital turn once again.
You can see the times.
And Andris Misins, number 27, is close as well. Then there is a little gap to the 4th placed car of Viesturs Ozols. But it's not all over.
Close.
not over, certainly. Danilevskis is actually, he's not defending. He's driving.
He's keeping his position. I mean, he's driving his trajectory.
Yeah, he's keeping his line, and it's Agafonovs who is trying from outside, from inside. Now Danilevskis was defending, but entering the main straight, it's critical place. You see now top 4 are separated by nothing on the main straight. And of course those cars with rather weak engines, if you can get the slipstream, it may be critical, but until now Danilevskis has managed to keep his, but is it going to be a battle for P2 now? No.
Not yet, not yet.
But number 25, Daniels Ungurs in Honda Civic is mixing into this battle as well. But this is very lonely Suzuki Swift.
Calmly going.
Yeah, with Arturs Rumbans at the wheel. He's fourth in
Seeing the
V6.
times, it's
No, there is a lead change.
yes, yes, Nauris Agafonovs.
Agafonovs has jumped Danilevskis somewhere. We didn't see it, how it happened, but it for sure it happened somehow and somewhere. And there has been another change as well, because
Andris Misins is in the
Ungurs is now in front of Salins as well. In front of Misins, sorry. Sorry for the confusion. And here are the overall leaders.
Yeah, how these guys are going.
They are going as they started. But certainly Meilands has back in the picture. He was 1.5 seconds behind this battling duo during the first, and
Simuland drove this best time today.
And Ozols is looking into turn 2, but Simuland is fast enough not to allow him. And what is happening in smaller boys, Raivis, certainly Daniels Ungurs trying to jump, but here are V1600 leaders once again. And the picture is very similar to what we have seen from the beginning. Ozols in front, and Meilands just a few car lengths behind them. Now taking the Kino Studio Cinema turn. Very fast right hand, and then one of the most fearsome complexes, Museum. Left, right, downhill, and through those slighter turns, and towards the end of what lap we have?
We still have 6 laps to go. So.
Oh, here is Simuland going wide, and we have a new
close.
leader, and it gave the lead to Ozols, and Meilands probably is going to jump Simuland as well.
He's trying to overtake, and he did that, yes.
Yeah, you saw how critical the last turn is. You lose the speed.
And then there's straight, and you can pick up your seconds that you need. So
yes, Simuland actually did quite well on the grass, not spinning the car, but
yeah, it was close to the crash in between of these guys. So he kept it.
He lost 2 places in one go. That's it. Let's see what he can do. Something about Meilands' second place. Meanwhile, Ozols is clearly in front already.
Well, Raivis Meilands got a note from stewards for track limits. So.
Okay, I may suspect that Simuland may get as well for that situation. When here are they are side by side now, but Meilands is on the inside.
He's trying to keep it, and oh, we have a collision. We have a collision.
And the race is over for Simuland. Front axle is bent, and that's the game over for him. I suspect, also from this picture, it seems to be more or less all right, but I think the steering wheel is not straight on this car anymore. So it was bold attempt, but
risky one.
Risky one for sure. And the risk didn't pay out this time. Meanwhile, Ozols is a clear leader. Meilands as clear in second. Here is the situation.
You can see the repeat.
Simuland tried switch back, but Meilands defended his line and they got that quite a hefty collision. Let's see what... Simuland still keeps on track, but I think he has huge problem with his car now. He is certainly not able to catch those two in front, and what happens to other cars behind him, I think he's much faster than they, so there should be no problem with Rumbens and Burdulis, who are the other two V1600 drivers. Meanwhile, Meilands has taken the fastest lap time into his hands.
Well, actually, that was his second lap time. Yeah, he still keeps the fastest.
So the
owner of the fastest lap.
So the three fastest cars are still in the same picture. So maybe this car is not that badly damaged.
Well, he's still going. We cannot see yet the time for the pace to double check it, but
he's not only going, but he's not losing anymore, I guess.
Not dropping behind.
Yeah, maybe a little bit, maybe some, I don't know, half a second per lap, but not dramatically. He will for sure take third from this race if car stays in one piece.
And then some penalties will follow.
I'm not sure, because the only one who suffered from this collision was himself.
Yeah.
Maybe some warning
but still,
or something.
Little collision is, according to the regulations, could be some seconds added.
Anyway, no other car in sight behind him.
Yeah.
So, but what is going on in ABC race? It will be interesting to see as well. Not yet those cars. And here they are in background. Nauris Agafonovs is now leading in front of Daniels Ungurs. And Danilevskis has dropped to third, and then there is number 27, Andris Misins in fourth. And there is a huge gap, and who is fifth? You can't see. And they are, you see, these ABC guys, the fastest ABC guys are not that far back from the slowest V1600 drivers. But I would think this battle is more or less over as well. Maybe Agafonovs and Ungurs will do something, but as it stands, Agafonovs is in full control of the situation. Danilevskis in third. And Misins further 50 meters or so back.
Simuland is keeping the pace.
Yeah.
Seems fine. I still have like 2 laps to go.
Yeah, seems it's not that bad.
Arturs drives his best lap time on this race. Personal best until this time.
And here
now
they
he's
go.
still here, right? In front of Ungurs Daniels.
Ungurs, I think, still thinks about maybe he can jump Agafonovs somewhere.
Well, these guys are usually trying to overtake during last laps.
Yeah, you see. Now what is going to happen?
They're trying to keep the car up until finish, and just before the finish, they usually trying to overtake.
So it's far from over. Agafonovs
Yeah, so
should lead. Yes, he's
there is
leading.
already investigation because of the collision between Raivis Meilands and Simuland.
Okay. The ABC boys are fighting. Now Danilevskis is at least 100 meters behind them. So basically out of contention for the victory if those in front are not performing something extraordinary. And Ungurs is looking here and there.
He's trying.
He's certainly trying.
Looking for opportunities for sure. It's not easy with these guys.
For sure, this car they have very low horsepower. It's difficult to do something. But what you can do is force error from your competitor.
Yeah.
And here they go again. It's exactly the situation where Simuland made a mistake.
Nauris drove his best time trying to get away. So, but you can see the differences in between of the paces of V1600, for example. The best lap time is 1:37.0. As for ABC races, it's like 1:40.
So now Ungurs goes for it. No, he can't because Agafonovs didn't give the chance.
Now he's trying to do everything he can.
Agafonovs certainly knew what is going on, but on the exit, is this the time when Ungurs can go by? Now they are side by side, closing to the bridge. Are they going to side by side?
Come on, give us the view.
Yeah, they are going still side by side.
Ungurs
my God.
trying to go inside. And now, okay,
What a wonderful driving for both of them. They managed to go side by side over the bridge. That's one of the most tricky sections of the track, and still side by side entering the hospital.
And the collision. Tiny one.
That was just a tiny touch, but the overtake is now done. How long it took? I think it was at least 1 kilometer they drove side by side.
At least, yeah.
And only one touch, the slightest one. But Daniels Ungurs is now leading the
I'm sure
ABC
now
race.
will try to do everything to get it back. We still have some time until the flag will be waved, so... Come on, that was nice. Daniels Ungurs, come on.
That's what the reason why we love our ABC races.
Exactly, because the drama up until the last
And you can see, this
seconds.
it's not done. It's not done yet. Because Agafonovs is not giving up yet. There are no other cars almost in sight. And the checkered flag is out, and Daniels Ungurs took the victory in the first ABC race. And we didn't see it, but as well, I know Viesturs Ozols was the first in V1600 in front of Raivis Meilands and Ragnar.
What a battle for Raivis Meilands, right? What a race for this guy as well. What at least they have no big damage to the car, and we will see.
Yeah, I think they. So and here are the highlights: Arturs, Danilevskis, and here the big boys, so to say.
For sure, I'm going to talk now to Daniels to ask how does he feel, and maybe I will catch the Simuland to know what happened with the collision. So see you in the Park Fermé.
Okay. So Inga is now going to the Park Fermé, and here is the situation where Ragnar Simuland lost not only his lead but the second position as well. And here is the contact between him and Raivis Meilands, and here is how the lead changed in ABC race. That's really spectacular. And Daniels Ungurs took the victory in the end. And the fastest lap was set by Viesturs Ozols. That's in V1600s, 141.5. Raivis Meilands fastest was 141.8 and Simuland 141.7, so quite closely matched. Rubens and Burdulis were much slower, and in ABC race
here in the track, and now
so
let's hear what happened in the car. So how are you?
I'm doing fine.
What happened on the track?
So I was second place, and then I made a mistake. I almost lost the car in the last turn, and then Meilands got second, got in front of me, and then we battled, and then I tried to do a switchback, but our wheels touched, so
yeah, it was hot. I mean, to watch you guys, it was so hot, and the race itself was okay. I mean, no damage to the car, everything fine for the second run?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Some damage. That's why I couldn't keep up with them.
How your driving wheel, is it like straight?
Yeah, it was not straight.
Oh, so
yeah.
difficult finish for you, right?
Yeah.
Well, anyway, good pace and good luck second run. So I hope the car will be okay for the second run.
Thank you.
Good luck.
So yeah, as we heard from Ragnar, the contact was quite heavy and the car needs some attention from mechanics, but
with the car, so I didn't have any chance to. I had to slow him down, and yes, so I did it.
Are you happy with the result?
No, I'm not. I have like many issues with the car today, so yeah, we're working on that. So hopefully on the second ride, it will be okay.
Yeah, some still time to race, some time to compete and to get important points. So good luck.
Yeah, thank you. See you later. Bye.
And also now our ABCs, right? Where is our winner? Where is our winner? Well, maybe we'll try to catch him a bit later, but still it was quite a battle in between of ABCs, and we will talk to him on the grid when they will be prepared for the second run. So back to the studio.